You've
Yeah.
been running, I'm not running.
You're not running. It says
Okay.
it's it's live on there, but mind you, that's just catching up. We'll see what the
Yeah,
lag is
nothing
in
up
a
on
minute.
my screen as yet.
Just waiting for the
Oh, here we
audio.
go.
Who else is in there? Oh, do we have audio? Yeah, we have audio. About 15 seconds lag. Well, good evening, Mrs. W and one other. Yeah.
Hello. I'll just
Right.
turn that on.
Yeah, you'd have to wait for a response if somebody's lagging the other end, but started streaming less than a minute ago. Okay, go for it. Wow.
Marine Sat, good evening.
Good evening, Marines. Welcome. Uh, as I said in the description, um, it will be a short one tonight. I haven't been myself at all. I've done no videos this week. I've got no energy. Whether it's the new pills I'm on, I don't know, but I can't concentrate. And tonight we've actually got someone coming round after 8 o'clock, so I just thought I'd pop up for an hour anyway, being as it's a Wednesday. How are the other two of you in there? Mind you, you can't rely on these numbers. But yeah, it's been nice having a week off and just soaking up the corruption and the lies and yeah, there's enough of it going on. But to the point where it would seem Labour, I suppose you could say, have pulled off the biggest con job in history. Yeah, it's they've conned the whole country, they've conned their own people, they've conned foreign governments. Yeah, there's so many lies right from the get go, and it just hasn't stopped. But, yeah, I'm not going to say too much about the budget. We've all known what's been going on there, but when you crunch all the figures, it'll mean more homeless, more people on unemployment, which they probably like because, state funded control and all that. You will take the job we tell you, or you'll get nothing. And you got Starmer bleating on about lifting the kids out of poverty. Well, I mean, he's used his own kids to try and gain sympathy, and now he's using other people's kids as a political pawn, as it were. But it was never about the kids. Never about the kids at all. I mean, what that was about was buying votes. We all know how. But with the type of families that have 6 kids, shall we say, and there are some English people that have families that big, but on the whole, it's mainly one minority, and they could gain up to £14,000 a year in benefits. Seems awful expensive votes for me. Yeah, well, you think about taxes. taxes that gave us the life we had. Well, for a few years, a few good years, anyway. But you got to see a doctor and a dentist when you needed one. If you needed treatment in hospital, you didn't lay around on a fucking carriage in a hallway for God knows how many hours. The taxes built this country. And now it just seems that they go into a government cash point. I mean, I never minded paying taxes. It was seen, or you were led to believe, it was for your security, along with national insurance, obviously, something to give you something to fall back on, shall we say, or just make old age a bit easier. But as I say, no, it's nothing but a cash cow now for a corrupt government. But there you go. But, as I've been saying for a while now, and a lot of other people have been as well, it's not how much they're taking that is the bigger issue. It's where it's going. If you think about it, with the amount of taxes that we pay, we should be living a life of Riley, really, shouldn't we? Decent style of living, decent healthcare, perfect roads, cheap prices, and an energy. But no, we see it being, evening, Steve, you can see it being pissed up against the wall. In other countries, feeding wars, funding terrorists in some areas, paying for others' pollution, even when they've got more than enough money to sort themselves out. Think about places like India, China. We're giving them money to clear their atmosphere up while they're running successful space programs. Or not, as the recent video from China I've seen. But why should we be sending them money? And on top of that, we fund other countries that would like nothing more than to see us dead, see us wiped off the planet. It just, it does make sense because it's obvious what they're bloody doing, isn't it? But you can't stop them. They just seem to be unstoppable. He just dismisses anything that's thrown against him. He's great at complaining about other parties and other people. But when they complain about him, oh no, we'll just dismiss that. Like petitions going over 3 million people on the fucking streets of London. Oh no, didn't hear them. But and now it looks like one of the oldest bastions of justice is going to be gone. Your right to a fair trial, judged by your peers. With this new no jury trial. So it'll be with a state-appointed judge, of course. So it'll be the end of innocent till proven guilty. You'll be guilty before you walk in. They'll take the police lies over any evidence that you present, or even if they let you do it. Don't forget, they stopped Tommy Robinson producing a lot of evidence, and in other trials as well. So, I mean, how can you fight injustice with that? I mean, I don't know whether anybody saw it, but there was a case of a trucker. This is just an incident of how the police operate. They pulled him over on a motorway. I believe it was Northumberland police, but don't hold me to that because I can't remember. But they were trying to do him for, I think it was driving without due care and attention. They say he entered the hard shoulder for no reason. He strayed out into lane 2. So he refused to take the fine. Now, apparently it was windy that day, so in the video I saw, yes, the trailer was moving around a bit. But he elected to go to court. Pleaded not guilty. Want my day in court. Now, his lawyers and himself had warned the court, they'd warned the CPS, and they'd warned the police that he had forensic evidence that the police were flat out lying. But they carried on with the case. So when it came to court, he showed his evidence. And it was the police's own dash cam. They'd followed him for quite some time. At no point did he enter lane 2 in the video. And the only time he entered the hard shoulder was when the police flagged him up to pull him over with the blues and twos. I mean, obviously, in that case, the judge had no option but to throw the case out. The evidence was absolutely clear. And in fairness, he did say that the police needed to be looking into on this. He said, because I dare say there are many cases where a driver's just accepted the fine to get on, like, you know. But this is just one case where the police have wasted a court's time, their time and money, their lawyers' time and money, on a case that they just haven't got a hope of winning because they can't see the evidence in front of them. It's just unbelievable. And he wants to cut down on the jury trials to save court time and money. It's unbelievable. I mean, the amount of people that have been through court that needn't have been for, you know, things like memes, posts on whatever social media platforms. How much time and money would they have saved? I mean, there was, and this one is going to cost them dearly. In fact, I've got the statement here. Where are we? Come on, come up. Thank you very much. Right, now this is a statement the Free Speech Union put out. Now, this goes back to the Southport murders, the sad loss of the young girls. Now, they arrested, he's actually a decorated former Royal Marine, arrested Jamie Michael, charged with stirring up, and I'm reading this direct from the thing here, charged with stirring up racial hatred after posting a Facebook video calling for people to protest against the high level of illegal immigration. This was in the aftermath of Southport. And a Labour Party staffer reported him to the police, and he was arrested at work. He was denied bail. He was held on remand for 17 days. That's going to cost them. The Free Speech Union supported him, and they successfully had his tag removed, his curfew lifted, absolutely immediately on his release. But it went to court, and the jury found him not guilty in 17 minutes. They go on as David Lammy's reforms are a sinister attack on the foundations of our justice system and the biggest assault on our liberties in more than 800 years. Yeah, well, I'll agree with that. And he said, you'll be banged up for having free speech, having an opinion. And he's gone ahead and done it. There are Labour Party members that are against it. There are MPs that have stood up and talked about it. But this is Labour all over. That they, as people keep posting, they will turn this country into a desolate fucking wasteland just so they can rule over it. But yeah, the corruption is at a level now where something has got to give. Something has got to be done. They're getting bolder and bolder. They'll quite happily stand up in front of the world and just lie their tits off. And the thing is, they're getting caught out on quite a few because I don't think any of them have got half a memory. But, you know, to go as low as to try and gain political favour with your kids. And what was it he said? He wanted to keep his family out of politics. You know, and he is. He's just using them as pawns. You know, even Labour are against Labour. Yeah. But today's you can type your views in there, people, on anything I've said. I'd say that's just about it from the notes tonight, because I wasn't intending to be on much more than an hour. I'm going to be struggling to keep awake when my mate pulls in later on. So, but he's dropping what is our spare car back. One of the family wants it, and so it needed MOTing. So being a mechanic, he's took it off, serviced it, got it MOT'd for us. Vodafone keeps sending me these bloody multimedia messages. No, like what? You mean a panel, Steve? Yeah. I don't know. I might open it in a minute. I don't know. We'll see. I'm just tired and fuzzy, and so I said I'm not going to be on much more than an hour. But yeah, PMQs today, I mean, we knew about it yesterday, but Labour, Tories reporting Labour to the Ethics Committee and actually hinting at the fact that the police might want to look into them. But on the debates now, that's literally all they've got is insults. You know, I mean, Badenoch does bring a good argument to the table at times. Starmer doesn't think before he comes out with it ad lib bits, shall I say. I mean, he was slagging the Tories off going back to when old Chucky Doll, Liz Truss, fucked up as PM for about 40 days, I think it was, or 42 days, and how they destroyed the economy. But think about what he said, 42 days. The Tories knew it was wrong. They knew it had gone tits up. So they removed her. They got Rishi Sunak in. You know? They had the integrity to realise, a bit of integrity to realise that this was going tits up. Get rid of the bitch. Now, if Labour had the integrity, how many times would Starmer and Reeves have been removed by now? They won't do it. They can shout about other people doing it, but they won't do it themselves. Yeah, he's just a slimy, lying little asshole, and he'll throw anybody under the bus to get his way. I mean, Lammy, fuck's sake, I mean, he's made this country look as bad as the rest of them. I mean, yeah, it slipped out that prisoners were being released by mistake. Oh, we've shut the door on that now. And then it turned out there was a load more that had already gone. And now they're saying they've lost 12 more in the last month or something. 2 of them, they ain't got a clue where they are. And this is the fucking Justice Secretary? Yeah? Or fill that white wig of his with fucking nails. Yeah, he'd probably do a better job, Steve. I mean, they ain't going to worry about money because they'll have their pensions. But can you imagine the way that the majority of the country feels about them now, and it is a big majority? Can you imagine trying to get work after the government? They get pulled down. I would ostracise them from everywhere. Nah, you're not wanted. You're not welcome. Make them feel how we feel in our own country. Unbelievable. And they did exactly what a lot of us predicted. You know, okay, we won't put the taxes up in one way, but, you know, we'll fuck around with the thresholds so you'll pay more tax. Even pensioners. We'll fuck them up over their savings. They keep on about putting money in your pocket so you can grow your nest egg for the future, and then with the other hand they're taking it away, which is exactly what we said they predicted they'd do. Good evening, Gordo. Oh, I meant to put the link to your new channel in the description, mate. I put it in last week's. If anybody's into the paranormal, Gordo Do you want to? Have you got the link to that, babe? Save me fucking around looking for it.
Oh, it's on. No, this doesn't do Discord.
Okay. I'll, how can I do it? Well, it's under last week's live anyway. I'll see later on if I can focus.
While you're talking, you carry on talking. I'll see if I can do it.
Yeah, I did have a look, Gordo. I subbed, obviously. You're a mate, and you supported me. You were right with what you said. It's not the sort of stuff that I'd watch regular. Let's put it that way. But obviously, you got a sub from me, mate. Yeah, go back to Reeves and Co. It's no. Heather's a big Reform fan, a big Nigel fan. I've always said that on paper and spoken word, Reform are doing the right thing. I still believe that. And if there was an election tomorrow, they would get my vote. But if you look at everybody that's joining up with him now, they're all defectors from other parties. He's got one or two new young blood in, but they're all defectors from other parties. I've said before, how easy a way would it be to infiltrate another party? Do you think they can change their views on things overnight just to suit another party? Because if they do, then they were lying to the party they were with to start with. So they can't be trusted, you know? This is the way my brain kind of think about it.
Can I interrupt you 1 second, darling?
Yours.
Did you put it in the bottom of the comments?
In the description. In the description of last week's live stream. Good evening, Tony.
Can't see it.
You can't. Yeah, I did see what you're saying. I did watch one of them. Obviously, I don't just ignore it and sub. I did have a look. Right, let's just see if I can. Right, I've got to open a new tab. I've got to open that there. Oh, this is going to be fun. Have that there. That one. That one there. Pause that. There we go. Where the fuck's that gone then?
That's why I said, did you put it in the comments?
Yeah. Definitely put it in there.
Was it last week or the week before? Yeah, I'll keep looking.
Yeah, weird. Tell you what.
Week before's only got the link to stream.
Hang on. Yeah, Gordo, I've done it before with my head the way it is and what have you. Yeah, it does. It does help to step back from it. All right. Oh, no. Hang on. What the fuck? Let's see if this works. Copy message link. Paste. Is that the one? Fuck me. That's a big long one. What the hell is that?
Not what you're looking
No,
for.
that's not what I was looking for. Right, so let's click on that.
Discord.
All right.
I thought of a way I can do it. I don't want to go to the freaking shop.
Right, let's do it this way. There we go. Share. Copy link. We'll get there in the end. Sorry, guys. You know, that's looking more like it. Right, well, that's the link to Gordo's new channel. Yeah, go over and give him a sub. If you're into the paranormal, there you go. It's like he said, he goes into the history of the paranormal, looking at what he's doing there. He goes into the history of different cases as well. Some of them I like to delve into, like the thing with the Salem witches and shit like that. I'll delve into that if there's a decent documentary on over it and those sort of stories. Talking of stories.
Right, what you've posted is a link to the video. That's a link to the
Yeah,
channel.
it's a link to the video, not the channel, and that's the link.
Actually a link to the channel.
Right, there you go. See, told you she's far better than me. That's why I do this, and she does tech support. She does the hard work.
You know, you did the hard work. You found the video. I clicked on it. I went to the channel. Easy then. It's absolutely piece of piss.
Process of elimination.
I'm still trying to log into Discord here. I've gone off it.
Yeah, I've heard of the Pendle ones, Gordo. But yeah, talking of stories, these guys that are across the channel stopping the boats. Now, apparently they've had the French police stop them and what have you. They got held up at the borders, had their passports taken away for a while. Now, is this because they're making the French look bad? Because they're actually stopping them? Well, and I might as well just say it. On Facebook, there's loads and loads of pictures of them, allegedly from them, of them stood on boats, slashing boats. Now, the video of them smashing up the engine and slashing the boats they found buried, you can't dispute that. But a lot of these pictures on Facebook look totally fake. The boats are the wrong size, the wrong type. If you look at one, it looks like they're stood on the side of the boat with 1 foot actually in the boat. Where if you look at the feet, there's only about 2 inches difference, and the boat's well over 1 foot deep. You know, it's just little things like that.
AI.
You know, I'm not saying they're not doing a good job, because it does look like they have stopped a couple. But I'm just taking those observations from Facebook, well, on Twitter.
Most of the pictures are AI these days.
I think they are, Gordo.
Bloody annoying.
And it's those little subtle mistakes that AI make, if you know what I mean.
Can't get lip sync right either.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest. I very rarely watch AI videos or anything. It's, I believe it's a very dangerous thing. You know, it's dangerous already. You know, when you got companies like Amazon saying they're going to make tens of thousands redundant because AI is taking over, more and more strain on the country, more and more strain on welfare, because these people are low paid anyway. There you go, Gordo. A few more subs coming in there for you, mate.
Hey.
Yeah, you go. And I always forget to promote other channels. It's just that at the beginning, when I first started doing videos and that, I used to promote a lot of channels. And very few of them ever promoted me. So I just stopped doing it. I just do it for people in the community, as it were. But yeah, AI, I mean, Heather will tell you, I've always had a mistrust in tech as a whole thing.
Took me about 3 years to get you to do online banking.
Well, I don't even, the only thing I use that for is to check my statement, make sure money's gone in.
Yeah, but there was a time when you wouldn't trust it and would insist on walking up
Oh,
to
yeah.
the bank.
Yeah, but I can't walk that far now, can I?
No, now you'd be asking for me to show for you, which is why I needed you to do online
Well,
banking.
it used to be up there every week, walk up to the cash point, get me wages out. Yeah, in my Discord, there's very few people anyway, Gordo. It's just a few trusted circle. It was something we started a little while back when there was a lot of shit going on. We just needed somewhere to go where we could chat privately. And
members and invite only.
Yeah.
If your name's not on the list,
if your name's not on the list, you ain't coming in. Exactly. Oh, fucking hell. Headache back again now as well. But yeah, I don't think there's anybody that's going to come out on top with that budget. The elites, maybe, with their millions upon millions. Those that have stayed behind. But I did hear, who was it? I can't remember who said it. I actually saw it on a headline literally just before we went live. But they reckon they were even starting to look into the monarchy's finances now. Oh, we're all special needs in here, Gordo, one way or the other, I think. Good evening, Peter, by the way, lurkers. Good or bad, welcome. But yeah, I mean, they've just bought up, what was it, 17, I think it was £17 million worth of building land in Oxfordshire. Yeah, I mean, they don't, with their private enterprises, the businesses that family have got, they don't need to draw any money from the taxpayer, from the government. You know, are they going to get huge council tax bills for all their properties?
Do they get 150 quid off the electric bill?
Yeah. Well, he qualifies for it.
Well, they said everyone. Not everyone needs it.
Oh, no. It's like the means testing for pensions. I don't give a shit. If you've paid into the system, then you deserve to get some out of it, no matter how hard you've saved through your life.
Unless you're not living in this country.
Unless you're not living in this country, yeah.
Only paying your voluntary contribution to give you your pension. £3.50 a week or something?
Yeah, it's only about two and a half quid, I think it is.
I thought it was £3.50, but it is what it is, and it's a pittance.
Yeah.
But it's designed for the self-employed. The little man.
But no, they could have solved an awful lot of problems with the finances in this country. They could have made most of them go away just by stopping giving other countries our fucking money. I mean, who was it? Cooper pledged another 10 million to the Ukraine today. Well, what the fuck? And Europe and what is it they call them? The willing.
Which was a phrase they nicked from World War One. I think it was. Documentary we were watching the other night. They were talking about the Brigade of the Willing or whatever they were called.
Oh yeah, no, that was a specialist unit, I think. Coalition of the Willing. That's it. Coalition of the Masses. I mean, Trump's been working on it. You know, he keeps plugging away at it, and them idiots just go blow both feet, both size 10s in there, straight in the middle of the fucking table, and just disrupt it. You know? They're sending money to the Ukraine. We're buying energy that's produced by Russian oil and gas. And probably coal. Unbelievable. And now the big thing is, they want to investigate reforms, connections to the Russians. Fucking Starmer's got more connections than he fucking has. Than Farage. I'd be more worried about Labour's connections to fucking China. I'm going to have to put the fucking dispensary in this drawer. It is. And that's without the 2 bags down there that are full of shit. Excuse me, guys. I'm going to have to take another painkiller. Oh. I haven't had to take any for a few weeks, but the sort of fuzziness that I get and my sleep patterns are absolutely crazy at the moment. And then the headache started. At the moment, it's only now and again, but if I don't take any painkillers, it'll only get worse. Probably eye strain as well, looking at the screens all the time, but but yeah, that's it, you know, I mean, they're cutting, I mean, pubs. Someone predicted today that we won't have any by the time they finish this period of their parliament, if they stay in that long. But I think something's got to give. There's people even badgering old Chubby Fingers to do something, not that he's likely to. Everywhere you go, there's certain minorities absolutely trying to destroy Christmas for everybody just because they don't celebrate it. Yeah. Oh, we got. Yeah, oh, what was it she said today as well? The economy's still growing. Is it? Fuck. We're just ends to their means. That's all we are. They've dug right to the bottom of our pockets. And I do believe the only thing he's got to put in place now, with everything, if they get everything through that they've got on the table, all he's got to do is make sure there isn't another general election. And there's only one way he can do that, is a civil revolt or we're at war.
Well, Putin said today he's ready to go to war.
He said he's ready to go to war with Europe. And the sad thing is, I think he's stupid enough to fucking do it.
I know he's fucking stupid enough to do it.
But that will be a mad event, a mutually assured destruction. Yeah. And of course, we got nothing left in the armory. Everything we had stored up, but Ukraine have got that now.
Or they chucked it at the Russians.
You know, one minute Starmer's insulting the armed forces, and the next minute he's saying, "Oh, we'd get them to go and fight for us." I don't think you will, Starmer. Somehow.
How many generals was it put that letter together?
8 put in the open letter, but you've also got the SAS getting involved now, threatening legal action, and I don't think they'd fight for him, to be honest. I think that would be the turning point in history, when they turn around and tell him to get fucked. Because that's what he'd get from me. Although I'd quite like another election. I'd love to abuse the fuckers when they come knock on the door. We've only ever had them once, Labour. And yeah, he went off up the road scuttling with his tail between his legs. He didn't even get to come out with any of his spiel. As soon as he said who he was from, that was it. Fuck off. You're not welcome here. And I've seen a few videos of people doing exactly the same. I didn't even think of video in it.
Well, he was gone before you had a chance to
Well,
get
yeah.
What do you want?
But it was in the middle of the day. I wasn't expecting it. You know, they'd normally come round when there's people in after work. And I don't know. Fuck off. But, you know, in fairness, the Tories have got to shoulder some of the blame for what they did on their watch. But, you know, Labour have managed to do in, what is it now, 16, 17 months, what it took them 14 years to try and do, you know. But my biggest issue is, if there's that many Labour members, frontbenchers, whatever, that are against him, why aren't they doing something about it? Why isn't there a vote of no confidence? But I think we're going to see a lot of a big drop of whistleblowers, as they call them, pretty soon. We all know they're just puppets. Yes, Tony, unfortunately, the WEF and beyond, as we know. Yeah, they did have one or two, Steve, they did have one or two Home Secretaries that were willing to have a go and stop it. And as soon as they come up with any good ideas, they were shot down. So, yeah, but the way it's going on now with Labour, you know, they're saying they're smashing the gangs. Well, the boys over there are saying, well, there ain't no gangs. It's all NGOs and immigrants. You know? There's got to be somebody organising the ordering of the boats and the motors and stuff. So apparently they were coming down from Germany, or the majority of them. And, yeah, the Tories did hand over quite a bit of money to the French, if I remember rightly as well, before Labour upped the ante and ordered over millions more. But Yeah, I think it's been a collusion and cover-ups from both sides. Obviously, Labour seem to want plenty of them here, and France wants to get rid of them. So, but it's an issue that's causing a lot of trouble throughout the EU, with other countries refusing to take them, shutting down the borders, refusing to abide by. Oh, I'm getting out of breath now as well. Refusing to abide by the EU rules and regulations. Maloney in Italy, there she's doing all sorts. She's doing the Trump manoeuvre. She is. Someone speaks out, that fuck it, your citizenship's revoked. You're gone. You're off. Your history. Bye. But all these countries all surround each other, and they've got land borders. We haven't. We're a little island. You know, technically, it should be easier to keep us more secure than fucking Europe. But look at Europe; it's overrun. Riots, stabbings, murders, rapes. There's actually more goes on over there than what we're seeing in this country. In certain countries, anyway. But they are starting to fight back a bit now. The police are getting brutal with them over there. And they're getting brutal with the right side most of the time. Can't really condone it, but it's nice to see that they know which direction to look in, unlike the fucking cowards that we've got here. But, yeah, it is, Steve. It's like I've always said, everything they're doing now, the digital ID, they're doing away with the juries. They're just two more dots in that big picture. And the picture's coming together now, once you put all them dots together. They just want a totally totalitarian society, reliant on the state. You work where you're told to work. If you don't work, you won't get benefits, and you'll have to jump through hoops to prove that you can't work. But, you know, what's going to be left for people to work at?
Looking for a job.
Yeah, retail's a waste of time because people won't be able to afford to buy anything to eat. You know, we can't even get certain areas clean fucking water if you look what's going on. They can't even guarantee us clean water. Yet Thames Water is raking in the money. They're also getting more and more complaints, but these big companies, you know, the water, the power, they're absolutely raking it in. And of course, the government will let them carry on because if they're making big money, they're paying big tax, aren't they? Yeah. Anyway, guys, that's getting close to time now, and I want to get myself sorted here before my old mate turns up. He's already been in touch. The car got its MOT, so they can insure it and tax it. I ain't doing that for them. But anyway, guys, sorry it's short and sweet tonight. Circumstances played against me. I try not to organise anything for a Wednesday night, but it's the only night he's free, so.
And we couldn't let you down.
What are we on today? The 3rd. 1, 2. We've got 2 more streams to go. And then we've got one on Christmas Eve. Here's the 24th, is a Wednesday. Shall we do a Christmas Eve stream, even if only for an hour?
You can. I might be busy wrapping presents. I don't know what yet.
Yeah.
Provisionally, I will say yes.
Yeah, exactly, Tony. And I've said that for a couple of years now, and it became even more prevalent once Labour got in. They are absolutely provoking, like I say, for either an uprising or a war, because they're provoking both. And that is the only way, basically, that they can cancel the next general election, because they know they've lost it. There's no way they're going to win another general, not unless it's corrupted. So. But anyway, guys, as I say, apologies for cutting it short. My fucking eyes are going as well now. That'll be a good night from me.
And a good night from him.
From him? Is there something you want to tell me?
2 Ronnies.
Yeah, I know.
Somebody said 2 Ronnies last week, so I thought I'd do it properly this week.
Anyway, guys,
Good night from me.
There probably won't be a video this week now. I've still got a few things to do. But no matter what you're doing, where you go, as always, stay safe, stay strong, and stay free, especially at the moment. Look into things, join the dots. May your God go with you. Yeah, exactly, Steve. Take care, people. Respects.